Hello everyone, hope you're well. Welcome to Oliveboard. In this series, we'll be working on improving our English language skills. So, let us begin. Before getting on with the course, you must be aware of the importance of English language for you. In case you're an aspirant appearing for bank exams or other public sector exams, English is tested in a separate section in these exams. So, English is vital for you. Apart from this, English comes in handy in case of social or professional interactions like prospective job interviews. So, in this series, you'll be given tips along with small exercises to enhance your English language skills. The general formula that we will be following throughout this series is reading, writing, speaking, and learning. Now, read as extensively as possible. Why is reading important, you may ask? Well, reading improves your vocab, comprehension ability, and analytical skills. But most importantly, reading broadens your horizons and improves your writing skills. This brings us to writing. You may write a diary or a daily journal which will help you jot down the points that might have transpired throughout the day. You may ask, why is this exercise important? Well, the situation now must be something like this, that you might conceive an idea in your native language and then you go on to translate the same into English. In this course, we are not aiming for translation. No, what we are aiming at is that you need to conceive the original thought in English itself. And how would that be possible? Well, it would be possible only if you speak as frequently as possible in English. Don't worry about the mistakes that you might commit initially. Those mistakes will be taken care of throughout the course of this series. And lastly, learn. What will you learn from this series? Well, if you read and write regularly, you are bound to learn vocab, that is, new words. You're bound to learn sentence structure and formation. And most importantly, you will learn grammar. So, this is the general formula that we will be following throughout our course. This brings us to the first exercise of this session. Here, you are given a passage which has a few errors. Go ahead and try to spot as many errors as you can. Let us do it together. Professional writers will tell you that reading make them better writers. Here, reading is a singular subject which is being qualified by a plural verb, that is make. So, this causes subject verb disagreement. Here, make must be replaced by makes in order to rectify this error. Moving on, lucky for us, reading in your spare time has gotten even easier. This is correct. Not only is there plenty of great books. Now here you'll notice is a singular verb which qualifies great books, that is a plural subject. Here also there is subject verb disagreement. Is must be replaced by are, a plural verb, in order to qualify this plural subject. Moving on, not only are there plenty of great books to choose from to put in your back pocket, but now you can access thousands of reading resources off your smartphone. You will notice here that the preposition of renders the sentence meaningless. Of must be replaced by from in order to make the sentence correct and meaningful. It means you can access reading material, reading books from your smartphone, using your smartphone. Moving on the bus, at the coffee shop, waiting in line, or right before you go to sleep. It does not matter when or where you choose to add this reading time to your routine. Here you will notice that the spelling of routine is incorrect. E must be replaced by I. Reading further, the fact is you have always got at least 5 to 10 minutes in your day when you can squeeze in a little extra reading practice. This is correct. But the last sentence also has an error. It's that simpler. Well, the comparative degree of adjective is used only when a comparison is being carried out. Here, this is not the case. So, simpler must be replaced by simple. It is not important if you were able to spot, say, 3 errors or 4 errors. What is important here is that it is easy to spot errors in someone else's work. That work could be written material or it could be speech. This brings us to the second exercise of this session, which is recording yourself. I want you to record yourself and carry out this exercise in 3 steps. First, introduce yourself in not more than 3 to 4 sentences. Then, move on to introducing yourself and talk about your hobbies or interests. And lastly, introduce yourself, talk about your hobbies, and talk about the immediate goal in your life and how you're working towards it. Now, repeat exercise 1, that is, spot errors in your recording. It is as simple as riding a bike or driving a car. Until and unless you do it, you can get better at it. It is as simple as that. So, practice as much as possible and record yourself for at least 30 days, that is, at least a month, so that you can make new mistakes and learn from those mistakes. So, in these sessions, we will discuss basic grammar rules, have vocab quizzes, and discuss tips that will help you gain confidence and command over the language. This brings us to the tips or takeaways from this session. Well, where to start and how to accomplish your goal of getting better at English. The first is imitate someone. It could be someone you admire, someone you look up to. It could be an actor, it could be a politician, it could be anybody. But make sure that this someone is a native English speaker. Why native? Because they have a good control and command over the language. What I want you to imitate is not the accent, but the pronunciation, the facial expressions, and the facial movements of this person. Secondly, speak slowly. Don't rush through your words or sentences. This would indicate that you are nervous and want the conversation to end as soon as possible. Instead, compile your thoughts and try to speak as clearly and confidently as possible. Next, use easy words in the beginning. What I expect you to do is use as easy sentences and words in the beginning. You are not expected to use difficult words right in the beginning. As you read and write and practice, you're bound to learn new words, and that will help you improve your vocabulary and confidence over the language. The last thing is read everything. You can pick up a newspaper every day and spend at least 30 minutes reading editorials of these newspapers. In this process, be conscious of the new vocab. Make a list of the new words that you learn every day. This will help your comprehension ability and your analytical skills apart from the speaking ability. Read everything that you can possibly lay your hands on and read in front of a mirror out loud. This will help you gain confidence and improve your comprehension ability and analytical skills. The last point follows from this. As you read, be aware of the new words that you come across and try to note down those words and use them in your daily life. Well, this brings us to the end of this session. In the next session, we are going to do some pronunciation exercises and discuss some basic grammar rules along with a few tips that I'll share which will help you enhance your language ability. Thank you.